Good morning from Universal Orlando today. We are here to, we're going to have some fun. We're going to check up on all the construction, ride some of our favorite rides. It's been a little while since we've done that. And also, today we are finally going to get to try the escape experiences. So I'll give you guys a full review of that and more. Let's just jump right into this. We can already see good healthy crowd heading in. It's Tuesday currently, and a decent amount of people, not too many heading into Islands of Adventure or heading that direction for early entry. When we first get in here, we have Citywalk, Quiet Flight. You can't see anything from down here. And then of course the Despicable Me 4 display windows. And of course, the Epic Universe Preview Center walls have been down there for a few weeks. It's been open. And we got Dark Universe announcement a couple of weeks ago as well. And then last time we were here, the stage was under walls. That got some concrete work and has a new lineup of summer concerts on select nights. Now, we're going to head down and take a ride on Velocicoaster. I need my cup of coffee, because I don't drink coffee, I just ride this. And we got a great front row morning ride on Velocicoaster. Not as fast as it can be, but still awesome and a great way to wake up. Now we got something to take care of at guest services real quick, and then maybe it'll be time to go back and do Hagrid's or Journey. We'll see. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that's noticed this, but walking through Seuss Landing, and I don't think it's just a product of the morning, because I was here a week or two ago, and in here, and if you'll notice, the music's toned down. There's a speaker right here for one track, but there's a track, it kind of sounds like the creepy Willy Wonka theme song from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but it's not as loud. It starts to pick up through this area, but back there down like Main Street, Seuss, what I would call like Seuss Main Street, it's off. It's odd. And then I would have to say Circus McGurkus. I've eaten there a couple more times. One time I tried actually both times I had the chicken tenders, and they're like drizzled in a hot honey glaze. And they aren't bad, but they aren't great either. So I would definitely say Circus McGurkus is not a place that I could completely recommend unless you're just looking for like something with a little bit of theming as far as food theming goes, but kinda just crappy theme park quality food in general. It's just kinda mediocre and okay, nothing great about it. But if you're here, try it for yourself if you like Seuss and you like a little bit of theming to your food. And then just got a second ride there on Velocicoaster. Ride's already running much faster, much closer to the afternoon speed. See if we can get another ride on it later. But now it's time to go catch a ride on Hagrid's, and then we'll probably be taking the train over to Studios, and we can check up on some of the HHN construction, because there has been a lot as far as lighting towers and infrastructure goes. just got an amazing ride on Hagrid's. Lucked out and got the front row too. Ride's running great already, although we did get stopped in the drop track section because they're having minor technical issues, probably just the conveyor belt stopping again. But you know, other than that, great ride as always. Hagrid's is just a lot of fun. But yeah, now let's go get on the train and head over to Studios. Going to do the train, and they have new final departure and first departure time boards finally. And I will now say welcome to Diagon Alley. Couldn't have timed that any better if I tried. And that's where we're headed for a ride on Gringotts.
Hey, to help you remember. Yes, tell us. Oh, what destroying you? We'll get you out of here.
So we just got a fun ride on Gringotts, and we can see HHN prep. Lighting tower over there. Lighting tower up here. And then apparently the sign also has lighting up on top of it for whatever show is going to be here this year as well. Let's see if we can see it. Yep. Up at the top up there, lighting. Just infrastructure for now, but hopefully soon we start seeing some theming. Went to do Men in Black, and it broke pretty bad actually. It seemed like they cut power to the track and all the show lights came on, so pretty sure that they were gonna have to escort guests off the ride. Unfortunately, due to the summer and all the trees have grown back their leaves, we cannot see into back of house at the sprung tents for HHN. But probably head down to DreamWorks Land area and maybe try and catch a ride on ET. After getting a good ride on ET, the animatronics look nice and clean and everything went pretty well. We're walking through Central Park here. We can see a lot of the lighting towers up. In fact, today, Universal announced another scare zone for Halloween Horror Nights. This one's called Swamp of the Undead, and I imagine it would be through here. This is the most swamp-like area of the park. But now we're going to head back to Islands and get another ride on Hagrid's. So that street back there is still closed, which is really annoying. And then they have this walled off for some reason. I don't know why. And I still don't understand why Ghirardelli is still under walls. There's nothing in there. It's not like it's a facade or a shop or anything. And the bathrooms have been open for a while, but this shouldn't still be under walls. Then we can see more Halloween Horror Nights prep. Lighting towers, a giant truss in the middle. Looks like it could be for some kind of possibly like a disco, maybe a weekend scare zone. We'll see what they announce. Now, let's head over to Islands and go get our ride on Hagrid's. Just got another great ride on Hagrid's, Row 5 this time. Didn't break down except for leaving the station, got stopped there for a few minutes. but the rest of the ride went smoothly. It's a fun ride as always, no matter what row you're in. Front row is always better with that one, but still a great ride in row 5. Now we're gonna head out to Citywalk, grab some lunch, and then do the escape rooms. So, lunch first. And let's go in the preview center. See what we got going on in here, see if there's anything new. So, Celestial Park, Isle of Berk, of course, the big model that everyone loves. Model's cool. To me, Ministry of Magic, to me, the AR element of it does not work very well. And let me just say, this pin is huge. Not only that, like, it's thick. It's a thick pin. Of course, they're selling the Owl here, and Super Nintendo World. It's busier in here today than it has been in the past. Bunch of Super Nintendo World merchandise. Ministry of Magic there, and then you got Starfall Racers in the background. Of course, Helios. I keep wanting to call it Helios, it's Helios. And then we got Dark Universe, one of my favorites. My personal most excited is going to have to be over there. How to Train Your Dragon Land. Like I said before, the AR works kind of a little bit. It's not the greatest, it's not the smoothest. More Potter. I do like this, and I imagine that this will be the little medallion that's over the Potter portal. And then more just basic Epic Universe stuff. Belt bag, wallet, hat, shirts. Another personal favorite of mine, Toothless Loungefly wallet. But this stuff's been here. That one's kind of the way. It's a tank top. Got some monsters. And another look at Dark Universe and across into Celestial Park.
This looks really cool. How do you train your dragon?
And right back up here at the front, Super Nintendo World. Back in there. That one's going to be fun, but, you know, it's already in 2 other parks. How to Train Your Dragon. It's one I'm most looking forward to. And, of course, Celestial Park. And then behind me, Dark Universe portal. Kind of when you first walk in. So we just got out of Jurassic World Escape. We've been wanting to do the escape rooms, wanting to try them. We've never done any escape room at all. And from what I hear, these aren't like a traditional escape room. I don't know, never been to one before. If you want to avoid spoilers, because I'm going to talk like about each room a little bit. If you want to do this for yourself and avoid spoilers, skip to the timestamp on the screen. Let's continue on. It was fun. It was just fun. Like, we had a good time, we were laughing, we did struggle to figure out everything, because I think it's meant a group of people that normally is supposed to go through is about 6. We were 2, just me and my mom, and obviously no filming in there. But yeah, we were kind of like having to run from one end of the room to the other and bounce off stuff, but not too bad. There's really only one room that we had to do that. But the first room, you walk into is just like a little hallway. They brief you on like what the whole story is. Then you go in the first room, and it's like you go in and you're actually being a geneticist, because that's the whole premise of the story, is you're a geneticist and crap goes wrong a little bit later and you got to escape. But you're like looking for different DNA strands, and you got to reference something on the wall and scan it. And I think we got maybe like 1.5, maybe 2 sequences done, and then they were like, oh, okay, good job, you did it. Even though we were supposed to get like 4, so we only got halfway done with that before we had to move on. It was okay. We didn't expect to be able to finish everything, or I didn't, that's for sure. The next room was, there's not much directive as to what to do, so I didn't always understand everything. So we're like trying to feed a raptor. There's a raptor on a screen in a cage, and you gotta like combine the right mixture of stuff, and we have no idea what we're doing. And then we finally realize, turn around, look up, there are barrels on the wall with the actual mixtures. And so then we got it, and then we had to figure out which sequence to give it to her, which that took a minute, but then we figured it out. And then everything goes wrong at that point. Power gets lost, and then you move into like this room, and this is definitely where it would have helped to have more than one person, because there were 2 tasks, basically, or more like 3 tasks. We had to move coolant chambers. This was an actual physically pulling the coolant chambers out and moving them to a different spot, which I thought that was pretty fun. And then we had to try and find the code for whatever DNA sequence we were looking for. And I think we were able to get through like 3, and then we had to stop because we just ran out of time. And then we moved on to a power room, and that was the room that we spent the longest in. They actually had us complete everything at that point, and the guy actually had to come over the intercom and explain it, because I just wasn't getting it. My mom was turning handles on the wall so I could at least see what I was doing. Again, another room where it would have been helpful to have more than one person. And you had to plug wires in with indicators to the matching indicator and whatever. Again, another physical task, which was nice. Not just a screen, because there's a lot of screen-based interactive stuff in there. It's not just physical, but the physical parts were nice. And we got that one. We got all the way through that eventually. And then we had to match up. We had to like go in and turn the knobs on some kind of power coupling thing to unlock the door to get into an elevated walkway. And we got through that. Or no, before that we had to go and try and restore power to security systems. That was all screen-based, referencing different numbers, figuring out what went where. I think we got like 3 done, and then it's like, oh, the AI came back on, and now we can move you guys on. And then we got, after that was the lock room, and then after the lock room we had to try and figure out which monorail we needed to hail, but we didn't really pay attention, so they kind of just did that for us. But then, before the monorail gets there, it's like, oh, the Indominus Rexes come, and there's like big loud sounds and air blasts, and it's dark and flickers, and ooh, dramatic, and the ending was very anticlimactic. And then you get on the monorail, and they're like, oh, good job, you survived. You know, the island's damaged, but maybe we can repair or whatever. And then it ends. And to be honest, it was okay. It was fun. The physical interaction was nice, a little confusing. Probably would have been easier with more people. I wish the ending was a little bit more, like, had a little bit more of a payoff. You actually saw maybe an animatronic Indominus burst through the ceiling or something. And maybe have a velociraptor, like an actual animatronic velociraptor, or a baby dinosaur animatronic in there or something. I don't know. That would have been nice. It's definitely not. I mean, I guess it is kind of worth the price tag a little bit, but I wouldn't do it if it was over $50 again. That's what we paid per person. So I mean, it was fun. It wasn't bad. It could have been better. Could have been cheaper. I don't know that these will be around for much longer because it was dead empty in there. But yeah, we had fun. And now we're gonna do Hagrid's, something we know that we'll enjoy.
Warn me about those bikes. I didn't think they'd take all the way to the forbidden forest. Don't mind Fluffy. His barks are worse than his points. No, don't panic. I'll just... looks like you've lost power. I've got you. Don't worry. Reparo.
And just got off Hagrid's, and we lucked out. We got front row again. 3 rides in total today, and 2 in the front. That's unheard of, put it as my mom said. But that was great. Again, as always, ride did seem to be running a little bit faster than earlier, but still, just amazing. And honestly, with a little extra speed, made it even more amazing. And we didn't get stuck. We got through the whole ride. Didn't get stuck at the beginning, didn't get stuck at the end, didn't get stuck in the middle, not at all. Now, we're gonna head up, see what's new with the rest of the islands, because we haven't been over there yet today. Do the updates there, and maybe take a ride on Spidey and Doom. So, let's see what we can find. I wanted to give you guys an idea of the crowd level for today. Walking through Jurassic Park right here by Velocicoaster, coming up on the river adventure, and yeah, not too bad looking crowd level wise. Other areas of the park have a little bit more congestion. Wait times aren't too bad, 65 for Velocicoaster, 75 for Hagrid's. Keep you updated on the other times, but parks aren't bad today. And it's the middle of July right now. It is a weekday, it is a Tuesday. So, you know, but yeah, and the river adventure is currently a 45-minute wait. It is hot. Make sure you are drinking plenty of water and getting a Powerade and maybe a body armor. Then to my left, we can see Pteranodon Flyers, stagnant. The ride is down. No one quite knows why. I've heard everything from they're not willing to pay the money to staff the ride and run the ride, to it suffered a technical issue, like a major technical issue, to they're waiting on parts. So I have no idea, to be honest. But it's down. I don't think it's down permanently. I think this is just a matter of they're waiting on something, or they just can't run it at the moment. I think it will come back in due time. Maybe they can give it a bit of a refurb while it's down. Is sitting at a 45-minute wait. Let's get past the umbrella. That's not bad either. You know, it's a little long, but it's not bad for this ride. This thing tends to get up to very high wait times. And to me, the best part of the ride is broken right now, and that is not the 3D. That is not the 3D. That is the giant door. That's my favorite part of the ride, going outside and going through the giant door with the native chanting Kong, and then of course the animatronic at the end. But hopefully they get the issue resolved, whatever it is, and get that back up and running to its full potential. Alright, now we're heading into Marvel Superhero Island. Took and popped in the lounge, pass holder lounge. Not much in there, some, oh jeez, Halloween Horror Nights, there we go. Halloween Horror Nights merchandise, but just general stuff that you can get around the park. Stopping there, cooled off for a bit, temperatures dropped drastically. There's actually a storm moving in. There's the announcement. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can catch a ride on Spider-Man, maybe Doom, before weather starts shutting down some of the outdoor stuff.
Everything's going as planned!
Excellent! And with my anti-gravity cannon, even Spider-Man won't be able to stop me.
You mean stop us?
Yes, of course. Hey, what's going on?
What was that? Intruder! If you think you're getting out of here, you're in for it! Yeah!
Got a fun ride through there on Spider-Man, as always. I'm happy to report Dr. Octopus is back in 3D, where he bursts through the wall. Now, we're going to do Dr. Doom. Hopefully, before the storm moves in. And then hopefully we can get another ride on Hagrid's before the weather shuts it down. If the weather shuts it down, hopefully not. But first, let's get a ride on Doom. Epic! Somewhere out there. Dark storms are that way. So after getting a nice ride on Doom, rushed back here, got in line, got up to the big room with all the junk happening overhead, and made it about 3 switchbacks away from the actual load station. And weather shut down Hagrid's. We actually just saw a lightning bolt go down like right behind Poseidon's Fury. So, oh well. But I mean, we got 3 rides on Hagrid's. Can't ask for a better ride count than that. And 2 of them were in the front. At this point, I was gonna do Hulk after Hagrid's, but obviously Hulk won't be open either. So we're just gonna head over to Studios and see what we can get on over there. Villain Con, Mummy. Maybe Gringotts again? Well, we'll see. But yeah, we're heading for Studios now. Out here in Citywalk again, and we have Hard Rock Cafe. Getting a repaint, and I don't love it. I preferred the old paint job better. It looks like the final product's going to be tan, and then the columns are going to be that deep dark red. I preferred it when it was more the beige color, I guess you could call it, with the different toning of red on it, but it doesn't look bad. It looks better now that it's getting a little more finished. But yeah, then heading over to Studios.
I can save you now. There is no escape.
Your end shall be my beginning. Yourself. Behold your fate.
Your destiny.
Well, we're currently on Escape from Gringotts and got broke down in the drag and drop type scene. So, we get to see it with the lights on. That's cool. So, after getting into Studios, went and did Mummy, as you saw, and it really started raining as we were getting in there, and was raining pretty hard when we were coming out. So, headed back, did Gringotts, and as you saw, we got stuck on Gringotts. Ride broke down, we got stuck there, and then ride started up again, kind of. We moved along, we got to the second to last show scene, and thought we were good, and then it stopped again, but the lights didn't come on. We just paused for a few minutes, and then we're on our way and inched our way up to the load station. Came out, then went and had dinner at Finnegan's. I had a fish and chips. Very good. Give it a 4.5 out of 5, because it was just fish and chips, but it was good fish and chips. But now we're heading out. Studios does close at 7 tonight because someone rented out the park. But, yeah, I mean, overall, very good day. Weather at the end didn't really put a damper on things too bad. The escape rooms are fun. 13 attractions total. 3 times on Hagrid's, 2 times on Velocicoaster, twice Hagrid's front row. Did miss out on Hulk today due to the weather, but that's okay. I get to do it all the time. Don't mind it. Got to try as I said, got to try the escape rooms finally. See some of the HHN prep. And we'll keep an eye out for even more in the future. Anyway, that's all for this time. And I'll see you all next time on another adventure.